don't think I've done a cigar review like face forward like this in a long time. It's usually off to the side. Well, thanks for coming into the shop today. Today I'm enjoying some time with Eric playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, and I'm about to light up this Joya de Nicaragua. This is their Cabinetta. Now, Eric has been harassing me about smoking these for some time now, ever since I brought them in for another customer because he said he liked them, and apparently they're super delicious. So now that my arm is being twisted, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a smoke. Well, I've only got one good nostril right now because my rest of my head is all stuffed up, but I'll try to do the best I can. As far as smells go, it just seems to be like a whole lot of hay and not much else. You can see on this that it's actually has two distinctly different wrappers. This band is actually right here over the last third point, and they've actually specifically wrapped this. As you can see, the first 2/3 are just a shade grown Connecticut, and then this last third is a nice dark Maduro. So there's going to be a drastic change right here, and obviously they specifically designed this cigar in this fashion, so you get that drastic change. As far as the smell in the wrapper goes, just a lot of hay. Same thing goes for this darker side. I think this Connecticut side is definitely overpowering everything. Now, the roll is very nice. I see a couple veins in there, but nothing too bad. If you watch my last review on that Red Witch, that had a really rowdy vein that just made it not burn very well at all. So nothing really jumps out on the smell. I get a real light roast coffee on the cold draw. Yeah, but not very dark, just real light overall. So I'm gonna light this up. It's not that I didn't believe you.
Well, my head's fucking smoke something besides that.
Well, I don't think there's anything else green rolled into this. So as far as flavors go, on this first light, there's lots of creamy wood coming off of this, just real creamy. I was expecting like a little bit of a tobacco sweetness, but I don't get that on here. I feel like I'm getting some muddled spices in there as well. Nothing real distinguishable, but that creamy wood just comes through right away. So you know the drill. I'm gonna get into the first third, play a little bit more arcade game, and be right back. So I'm through the first third of this here Joya de Nicaragua, this Cabinetta. I will say for this cigar, it gives some very interesting flavors since you're having a Maduro wrapper in your mouth, but you're actually smoking a Connecticut. You give some really complex flavors that are happening there. It's almost like you're getting like dark coffee tones now, but there's that real light creamy wood to it as well. I will say this is a cigar that does not have to be babied. I actually set this down for probably about 5 to 10 minutes and came back and it's still lit. It's not lit as well as it would be if you were consistently puffing on it. But I definitely don't have to put any more fire to it. As far as flavors go right now, I'm getting a whole lot of like clay is probably the best way to describe it, like a really earthy clay that's coming up from the aromas here. This is definitely a light cigar. I got excuse me, I got a lot of sweet tobacco on a few puffs in there that added some nice complexity to this. It didn't stay for long. It only had there for a few puffs, but it was there and very distinguishable. I'm excited to see where this one is going to go because I've had lots of customers buy this so far, and they've all liked it very much. So I'm going to get in the second and third, play some Gunsmoke right now on for the classic NES, and be right back. So I'm through the second third of this Joya de Nicaragua. As you see, I left this band on right here. I'm just about to take it off so I don't start burning it. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it off right now. All through this second third, those those smells of clay have still been there. It's very, very earthy. There's those real light wood tones as well. Um, they're definitely coming through, just like light wood, some coffee, some creaminess. So far it hasn't really changed drastically, but you can see right here there's a very defined line where that Maduro wrapper is about to start. So I'm really excited to see what happens right now. Now, a lot of people told me that as soon as it changes to that Maduro, it's a little bit darker, a little bit too dark for what their normal style is, what they like. But I will say that a lot of other people as well have said, man, it gets really dark and rich and just real nice. So I'm excited to see what this is gonna go to. The burn overall has been really nice. This ash was hanging on pretty long as well. I would say it got to 1.5 inches, 2 inches before it finally just fell because I was trying to hang on to it. The ash is burned a real dark grayish color, so not a nice white that's actually burning up 100% of that tobacco. Like I said, this is definitely a cigar that doesn't have to be baby. Now, I've actually been puffing on it through the second, third pretty regularly. You see the smoke production there is just excellent. Just excellent. Real easy to smoke. Nice and nice, easy burn. This is definitely a cigar I would say so far is just one for somebody to pick up and try, even if it's their first time having a cigar. So I'm going to get into the last third and be right back.
So I am just about done with this Cabinetta here. You can see that burn is not perfectly straight, although I did decide to finish this one up outside, so I think that had a little bit of the a little bit to do with the effect. Overall, this has been a very, very delicious cigar. It went from that real light creaminess, some of those light wood tones, and it definitely ended up being very dark and very delicious. At this point, it's definitely a more medium to full body. And I decided to enjoy it here on this fine night in my backyard while it's still nice and cool. There's a nice breeze out here as well. It's helping take all that smoke away. As far as these flavors go, just deep dark chocolate, deep dark cocoa, and as soon as they hit that line, you knew it immediately. This is definitely a cigar that I wish I had invested in a cigar pin already, because this is one that you would definitely smoke it down to the end. It is pretty hot, but I mean it's basically down to almost to the very end. Smoke production has been great on this cigar overall. This is definitely a cigar that I would recommend in confidence to somebody who wants to start out light and end heavy. This would be a great ending thing to a great end of the day cigar to smoke that first 2/3 of that Connecticut, and then end this with a nice rich cup of coffee or a nice flavored cup of coffee. Just kind of cap off that night. So if you're not there already, brothersfinetobacco.com. You can check out on more cigar reviews here on our YouTube channel. And as always, thank you for watching.